Hello from Kirksville, Missouri. This is Randy Carvin, and this is Randy's Rant for 8/3/19. We've had another mass shooting in El Paso, Texas. Male suspect, 21-year-old, a white male suspect, has been picked up or in custody now from Allen, Texas. So the FBI will be checking out where he lives to see what kind of connections he has to what kind of connections. I can tell you right now, they're going to find white supremacy and that kind of thing. And we know who to hell to blame for this. I want to start this out with uh, this is basically to the Republicans. You support this man. You think your guns are safe? Keep in mind, when it gets to a certain level, and this is what he's pushing it to, he wants to declare martial law. And if he does that, they're going to take your damn guns too, baby. Keep that in mind. I had a lot other stuff I want to cover, and I'll try to get to it. But this is happening every week now. And who ramped this up? Donald J. Trump ramped this up. And no matter how much it happens, no, I'm not getting numb to it, and I'm not getting used to it. This should not be happening, and we have to get that man out of the White House. He's trampling all over the Constitution. He constantly goes out and lies about, hey, Kerry, he goes out and lies about everything he says, like his pick, John Ratcliffe. The man was a liar. He went out on his own website trying to further his own career and become DNI. No, no way. And Trump knew it because people started, he wanted to say the press, vets, his people that he picks. All the best people, remember? Oh, this one played to audience of one in the Mueller report, and that's why he was picked. I get so tired of this. I can imagine being a president like Obama and have to face this as much as he did. And nothing will happen from the Republicans because the NRA has got them paid off, as well as Russia's got them paid off. Oh, I'll try to move on, cover some of the other stuff that I bothered to put down because this is important too. I just don't know what kind of order I'm going in. This was page one supplemental because I had no idea when I woke up we're going to have another mass shooting. This shit has got to stop. But it's not going to stop under Trump. He can't let go of white supremacy and white nationalists. They're a part of his base, and baby, your base ain't growing. Because people are starting to see how the kind of people and cockroaches that this man attracts. And just take, for example, someone that takes a child to one of his rallies, their child should be taken away from for child abuse. Acting like the protesters when they said something about he's going to cure or get AIDS taken care of and cure child cancer in this country. He'll be doing that soon. I want to see him pull the child cancer thing out of his ass because that's what he's going to be doing. That's full of shit. And when they were protesting, he acts like he points at them, he points at his dick, and then he points back at them like, suck my dick. That's just what your children need to see, Republicans. I guess you're very proud of him. Let's see what else we got. Now I think the count is up to in the House of Representatives. Will Hurd is the only black congressman in the House, and he's going to retire. These people cannot put up with Donald J. Trump. That's why they're leaving. Of course, they're just saying they're retiring. Bullshit. He's the reason. And baby, that means too a bigger blue wave in the House. All right. I also wanted to go into how Mitch got his name. That's a laugh about Randy about Trump and his base. It is, but they are everything that Hillary ever said about being deplorable. They are deplorable, and those that are going to associate their name with him, they're deplorable too because they keep following him. All right, here we go. Moscow Mitch was first penned by the Murray Ledger on April 19th. It was first to call Mitch McConnell Moscow Mitch for raising money for party over country. And that's exactly what he's doing. That's what Lindsey Graham's doing. And Rubio, Marco Rubio, is also, I guess we'll call him Moscow too, because that's what he's doing. They're all getting money from Russian sources. So, of course, they're going to block anything that would allow. Let's look at how they want to stop elections. They suppress votes. Voter suppression keeps black and brown people from voting, young people from voting, and Latinos from voting, Chinese, or whoever. That's what they're doing with voter suppression. They also, Mitch won't do anything about a backup of paper ballots. Hell no, they don't want any record because the Russians will be tapping into it. If it's only electronic or cyber, there'll be no record except what they want people to see. Yes, and disabled people. Disabled people, I remember they shut down, I think it was in Georgia. They shut down a polling station in a fire station because they said it wasn't able to be accessed by the handicapped. Of course, they didn't provide a place either. They said they couldn't afford it. Bullshit. All right. Again, last night, Rachel had Joy Reid was on in her place. The Bureau of Land Management under new management, Penley is the guy's name. I wasn't able to do any more. I was up till 2 a.m. in the morning last night, this morning. And Penley's this guy's first name. Trump's appointee would sell all federal lands to corporations to do whatever they want with that land. Searching for minerals, oil, fracking gas. It's all up for grabs because he says that our founding fathers wanted this, that they wanted them to sell all federal lands. Give me a fucking break. this is fascism on steroids. We've had it, and if you watch my video attachment, JFK is the first word in it that Brian sent to me. You'll find a very interesting 3 hours and 27 minutes that goes all the way back to the robber barons and brings it forward to explain companies with fascism in mind. This is where our country has been in fascism, because companies can make money out of both sides. They play both sides with weapons, phone lines, oil, gas, the whole 9 yards is supplied by American companies. They are behind each and every war, like going forward from the robber barons, World War One. They were doing the same shit. It was big banks and big money that was behind that war, and it came basically out of the United States. And the excuse will always be fighting communism. And this man was under the Reagan administration. So that's a good start for him, with the belief that our founding fathers wanted all federal lands to be sold. It just gets worse and worse under Trump. And that's why it's so important that we get his ass out of there. I will borrow a line from Bill Maher last night. It's a bullish economy. Lobbyists who used to lease congressmen now find they can buy them. Okay. Quite frankly, here soon, I'm going to find a way to recycle this paper. I don't like throwing it away. It just gives excuses for going after more lumber and paper products. All right. And I made notes on this last night. Is it any wonder that Graham, Rubio, and McConnell have monikers now? Oh, it's so sad I have to laugh about it, because that's exactly what they're doing. Is they, through organizations like Citizens United, they get all the money they want, because these companies can control through lobbyists our Congress and get anything they want. It's just a question of the money. All right, let's see what else I got here. McConnell has too much power and must go. We can't just sit back and let this fascist regime deliver the death knells to our democracy, and that's what they're up to. They want more like a banana republic. Go after your enemies, jail them, and they don't give a damn. And the Republicans, for quite a few decades, don't give a damn about having a democracy. They want it to be all about the money. That's how they make their money. And we need to keep making fun and laughing at these names of these senators until the other side begins laughing at them too, because eventually they will. They'll start getting, it's not just regular humor, sarcastic humor or whatever, but they'll get the joke. And this is at a time when 80% of the populace of this country wants secure elections. And clearly, the GOP does not want secure elections. That's the farthest from their mind. They don't want that. And just look at Moscow Mitch. He's stopping any legislation to protect the elections. And that, along with voter suppression, Russian help, they're going to eliminate people from the voting rolls. That's the whole goal. All right. Cummings was in Baltimore this morning speaking out on the Trump tweet for the first time. And here's the difference between Fox News and CNN. CNN actually put an R next to Elijah Cummings' name, but I looked up again, they changed it to a D in front of Maryland. So they don't just leave it out there. They don't try to give the wrong impression. It was a mistake. They corrected it within seconds. So there's the difference in real news and fake news. Fox is fake news. It's bullshit mountain. Okay, I think this sergeant that I was here, and we'll mention that a little bit and get back into the latest mass shooting. That's not going to make a damn difference. People are going to have their guns. You got to have their guns. A good guy could have taken them down. Well, how come in the state of Texas you can carry stuff like weapons in malls and Walmart and no good guy stood up to them? Because that doesn't work. That's a nice story to tell, but it's not true. Hello, Brian. Brian, it'll take me a while to go through that 9/11 he sent me. That's another 3 hours, but I'm wading through it all. Yeah, Carrie, I totally agree. Fox, I call it Fox Spews. Fox News is bullshit clown circus. That's right. All right, let's see what else before I let everybody go. I'm trying to stay in there and keep up with this story. Now we know in Northern California, in Gilroy, California, that was a white supremacist, or at least he had that on his computer. One of his sites was all about white supremacy. So this is a 21-year-old male in this case, and I grant you they're going to find that kind of shit on his computer too. Let's see what else. Now, originally, and you got to keep in mind, early in these cases, they're going to pick up some people that didn't do anything. Originally, they had said 3 suspects in custody, but that was very early. Evidently, they figured out that one of the people they picked up was the shooter. So I'm keeping in mind any of this now to take it with a grain of salt, because we will have it clarified more as days go on, because the investigation is going on. All right. What has Donnie been up to? Donnie axed the Reagan treaty with Russia, the nuclear proliferation agreement. Donnie tore it up because Putin didn't want it. So now we're going to be competing with them to build bigger and better nuclear weapons. Oh, that's a good move, Donnie. Yeah, you kissed his crack good on that one, didn't you? And of course, I've already spoken on this. So I don't have, well, I'll go back to it. He will soon be curing child cancer at his latest rally. What he's telling his following is that he's God, that he's going to cure all this shit. And I grant you before it's over, he's going to say only he can do that. Remember, that was one of his cell tags, that only he could do it. And for instance, it was brought out, and I agree with it. Nowadays on the South Lawn, he makes up things as he goes. He uses no facts whatsoever. He just makes it up as he goes along. All right. I'm going to let folks go. I'm glad we have 3 people out there and 1 like. So things are moving along. I appreciate you being here for it. And of course, more people will see it. Let's get out here and share this shit, America, because we have to be the guardians of liberty, and we have to make that difference where we get this asshole out of our house. Because if we don't, we've got a dictator that's going to stay and stay and stay. And the only way he can win is by cheating in the election. That's why Mitch McConnell won't do anything to block, or is blocking all legislation to protect our elections, because that's the only way he figures he can get back in too. All right. He's figuring in Kentucky they got enough assholes that he won't have any problems. With the moniker he's got right now, he might find that to be a bit of a problem. All right, let me get this all together. Oh, in a way, I enjoyed coming out here, but I didn't want it to have to be because we had another damn mass shooting. We don't even know how many people have died. We don't know how many people have been hurt. It's something I don't like doing, but I have to do. I love my country. I'm going to keep my damn country. No damn Donald Trump is going to take my country away from me or from the Blue Dot family and a lot of other people fighting this fascist in the White House with his sick little Nazi next to him. All right. Have a good one. We'll be on Facebook. I don't know that I'm going to do a Facebook tomorrow. I may just wait till Monday, but then you may see me on Facebook, because it depends on what the asshole in the White House does next, is the way I gauge this. Even if I have to be on 7 days a week, I'll be here. All right. Peace, resist, persist, and insist that we stand stronger together, and we are the guardians of liberty. Keep that in mind, America. I love you, and I love all my Blue Dot friends. Let's share this shit. Let's get it out there. All right. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.